Good morning, everybody. This is Walmart Rob coming to you guys from Ontario, California. Hope everybody's having a pleasant day and has been having a good week. I know we have, and weather's starting to get a little bit warmer, so it's feeling great. It's coming up to you guys. Wanted to thank every one of you guys for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. We appreciate it. We're shooting for 5,000 towards the end of this year, so share those videos, keep hitting those notification bells. But today I'm gonna see if I can do a walkthrough with you guys on how to do an air brake test, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, like I said, we're gonna do an air brake test now that we're hooked up to our trailer. And purpose of doing an air brake test, always find out if you're losing air, if there's an air leak on the trailer or on your tractor, and also to make sure that every component in your in the air brake test is working. Your tachometer, your governor, your air tanks are filling up, everything. I mean, we need to make sure that we're running legit at all times. So, and it also helps you adjust your brakes if you didn't know that. So again, here we go. Stay tuned. Let's get this going. Okay, guys, like I said, you guys can see my whole cluster on my dashboard, but we're going to be focusing on its primary and secondary air tank. And right now we're going to be dropping. The first thing we do is make sure that our air tanks are full. That way we can start this successful test. As long as we're above 100, I mean, we should be fine. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a governor cut-in, which should typically happen at about 90 psi. So let's bring the truck down to 90 psi. That's the first thing we're going to be doing. Okay, governor cutting roughly about 90. So now we want to make sure that it cuts out, and it should, depending on the truck that you have. Some trucks cut in at 125. I've seen some at 145. Just read up on your owner's manual. Find out exactly where your cutout should be on your truck. So right now we're filling up the air tanks, and always, guys, remember, keep your window down, so that way you can hear your governor cut out. I'm sorry, cut in. We're about 125 right now. Alright, we cut in at about 125, 128. So it was a successful cutout. So next thing we want to do is make sure that we drop our truck into first gear. And we turn our truck off completely. And then once we turn the truck off completely, we want to make sure that we turn on our key to the on position. Let everything cycle real quick. And once everything cycles, we want to make sure you push in your tractor brake and your trailer brake in. Again, we're going to let the air tank stabilize. Once we do that, we want to press our brake all the way in, and we're going to hold it for 1 minute. Once we hold it for 1 minute, we want to be looking at that situation right there, and we want to make sure that we don't lose more than 4 psi in a combination of tractor and trailer. So we're going to count off and stay tuned. Alright guys, a minute has gone by and we didn't lose any pressure. So that part of the test was successful. Now we're going to make sure that our emergency buzzer works, and it should come out at about 60 psi. So let's go for it right here. So it came out about 60, and you can see the buzzer right there. So next thing we want to do is that we want to bleed out the brakes, and in this case we are looking for the trailer brakes to come on. Once that happens, you know, sometimes both of them will pop out, but we're looking for the red. So let's press it, and they should come out at about 20 to 25 psi. All you're doing is pumping down the brakes. Cool. So we had a successful air brake test. Both of them popped out. So now what we're gonna do is that we need to fill up our air tanks. We want to go ahead at this moment, turn your truck on and fill up your air tanks. Make sure you take your truck out of gear so your truck doesn't roll forward. So let's fill up the air tanks, people. So as long as we get a little bit above 100 psi, which we're almost there, guys, we are our next phase of this test is gonna be a tug testing, and we're gonna test the trailer brakes and the tractor brakes. So with that being said, we got enough air pressure in our tanks to do this test. So the first thing I'm gonna do is test the trailer brakes by pushing in the yellow. It sets my trailer brakes, and that allows me to do a tug test. You want to tug it twice to make sure. Once you do that, you pull out your tractor brakes and you push in your trailer brake. Now we're going to test the brakes on the truck. And that is a successful test. The next part of the test we will not be doing for security and Walmart policies. You know, we want to make sure we are blind by all. But you would push in your your tractor and your trailer brakes, and you would roll forward about 5 feet, and making sure that you know, you let go of the steering wheel. You just let it go in second gear, just in your regular cruise, and you're gonna come to a complete stop within 5 feet without holding your steering wheel. If your truck doesn't pull to the right or to the left, you have had a successful air brake test. So with that being said, you guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this video and drop your comments down below. That way we know that if there's any questions or any concerns, you know, we can answer them for you. Also hit that notification bell, that way you know when we upload new videos. With that being said, you guys, this is Walmart Rub. Tense Touch.